EA just released two more kits in The Sims 4 for a grand total of 42 kits, which means there are $210 worth of kits. And if you are a normal simmer, you enjoy playing The Sims 4, you probably don't have all of them. I certainly don't, unless you get given them for free by EA themselves. You probably don't have all 42. So in this video, we're going to talk about the best ones and maybe the not so good ones. I have two videos on this channel talking about the other DLCs. So in one video, I focus only on expansion packs, and then I have another video talking about game packs and stuff packs. So I will go ahead and link those in the description below. If you want to see my personal views on them, what are my favorite ones? I had a lot of controversial takes, just a heads up, so watch with your own discretion. I did have the intention of talking about the caskets separately to the build and buy ones, just because I don't think it's fair to compare the both of them in the same racket. You might disagree, you might not. In my personal ranking video, I'm going to talk about them separately. I'm going to firstly, however, start with the caskets that I do not own. And I want to talk about a little bit why I do or do not have them, or if I'm on the fence. So I've created this tier list specifically tailored to that. In the top tier, I have Dying to Get. It's the caskets that I cannot wait to get in my game. Probably why I haven't had them yet is because they're brand new. The only on sale category, obviously we know that kits don't go on sale. However, this tier can be interchangeable with waiting for the opportunity to get it. Once we get into the ranking and stuff, it will make a little bit more sense. The middle tier we have On the Fence. Only if free. We know that The Sims 4 has had some kits that are for free. For instance, the Modern Lux kit, or the Desert Lux kit actually, forgive me, and then the Blooming Rooms kit. Those have been both free DLCs that have been given out, so I did make sure to grab those. In this tier, it means that if something's given out for free, I won't miss out the opportunity to get it. Other than that, I don't really have an interest of buying it on my own. And then in the bottom, we have the Never category. Pretty self-explanatory. So the first caskets that I do not own that I cannot wait to buy is actually going to be the newest one, the Sweet Allure. When I first saw it, I actually was on the fence. I was like, that doesn't sound like something that would appeal to me. But when it actually dropped and I saw Simmers reacting to it and reviewing it, it piqued my interest a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. The thing about kits in general is that they're very niche, which means there's not a lot of it in the game, but it also means that you either like the thing or you don't like it. And I definitely do like some of the assets. It's very coquette, very cutesy. Again, we don't have a lot of the stuff in the game, which is why I kind of really want to buy it. Probably when I finish recording it, I might just snag it real quick. I really love this dress specifically. Those men's shorts are actually some of the better ones that we have in the game. We don't have a lot of nice shorts for men in The Sims 4, funny enough. 10 years in the making and we still don't have anything decent. But yeah, a lot of cutesy, girly stuff, bows on everything. Again, very coquette. The pearls, the accessories are really nice. And this beret, very cute, very nice. So I think I'm gonna get it. That is actually going to be the only one in Dying to Get. The other ones I could take them or leave them. The probably on sale though, I actually have 3 caskets in there. The Fashion Street kit, which is one of the earlier ones. The reason why I don't have this kit already is because I haven't had an Indian background sim in my gameplay as of yet. I definitely plan on it. So once we have that, I will definitely snag it. But I just don't feel appropriate about putting those clothes on Sims that don't represent that culture, you know what I mean? So that's why I haven't bought it yet. Definitely on my radar, and when I do get it, I'm sure I'm gonna love it. This dress in particular is stunning. It has a lot of nice accessories as well. It's got nose rings, it's got this pair of sunglasses, it has some henna tattoos which are really gorgeous, this choker. Yeah, it has a lot of really nice assets. Again, I just don't feel appropriate about putting him on Sims that don't represent that culture. I think that makes sense. And then probably on sale next, I have the First Fits kit. This has been a point of contention in my ranking videos. I really don't play a lot with kids because I find that the gameplay is lacking with them. Even with Growing Together and all the DLCs that have been introduced, I still don't feel like the pull or the desire to play with them really, which is why I probably do kind of neglect my kids a little bit. I tend to really enjoy playing with The Sims when they're teens or over. Personally, I feel like that's when they have the most gameplay for sure. With that being said, the clothes, I mean, come on, you can't deny that it's really cool. I remember there's like a backpack asset that's really nice. Hands down, this kit has some of the best assets for children for sure, which is why I probably will end up getting it, but as of right now, I don't really feel the need to. The last one on the fence is actually going to be Urban Homage. And the reason why I haven't really bought that one is because I feel like we do have a lot of similar stuff in this game from the Urban Homage kit. I definitely think it's a good one. A lot of this stuff is really nice, which is probably like, if I put anything probably on sale, it means that it's definitely on my radar and I will eventually get it. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity, which I kind of touched on. So yeah, very nice kit. However, I feel like with the stuff that I already have in The Sims, I don't really feel the need to just buy it quite yet, you know what I mean? And then we have on the fence category, and in that I have the throwback fit kit, which is actually one of the first caskets that was introduced in The Sims 4. It came with the Bust the Dust kit and then the Country Kitchen kit. The throwback fit kit, it's a really weird one because I actually really like the cast assets. Obviously, they're really nice. I am a fan of a fanny pack. I rock one myself. I love my fanny packs. However, there is one with which one is it? The Snowy Escape expansion pack. So I don't really feel the need to spend money on it. I am not a huge fan of all of the cast assets that comes in it, which is why I am on the fence. I think the ratio of assets that I enjoy from this kit to not is closer to like 45-55, leaning towards I don't like it, which is probably why I'm on the fence. But the stuff that I really like is really strong. The next one on the fence is actually going to be the Sweet Slumber Party kit, which is a CC collaborative kit. One of the only ones that I do not actually own. And the reason why I don't have that in my game is because the cast assets in it is actually leaning a little bit more alpha for my liking. Obviously, I don't have the kit, that's why I can't really like show you in depth, but I know that this little sleepwear set is actually really, I don't like it. I don't like a lot of the stuff in this one, I'm gonna be honest. Which is a shame because I really want those little like eye gel things, and there's like the pimple patches would be really cute. The sleep mask and then some of the full body outfits is really cute, but the other stuff, not a huge fan of, like those button-up sleep sets. This crew neck is actually really cute. It's a shame. I mean, like, with there being 42 kits in The Sims 4, you kind of have to pick and choose which ones you want to spend your money on. Unfortunately, this one hasn't been a huge contender. It is very cute, I will admit, but some of the assets are really turning me off of that kit. I don't have anything in the only if free category, so we'll move on to Never. And in that one, I only have one cast kit. It's going to be the Goth Galore. I feel like I don't need to explain myself. I have the Grunge Revival kit, which is similar enough for me to be content. I've completely shut the door to the Goth Galore because the assets are really not that great. Just the aesthetics alone are definitely not my vibe, and if I want to make more of a goth sim, the Grunge Revival will scratch that itch for me, for sure. So there you have it. That is my final ranking of caskets that I do not own. Before we get into the packs that I actually play and love in The Sims 4, I'm going to talk about the build kits that I do not own. Starting with Dying to Get. Without question, the most recent kit, Sleek Bathroom. I cannot explain to you how badly I want it. When I finish recording this video, I'm buying it. no questions asked, which means that my urge to want to buy the bathroom clutter kit has decreased significantly. I probably would have put it on only on sale category. Now that I know I'm buying the sleek bathroom kit, I'm putting the bathroom clutter kit directly into the only if free category, which I'm struggling to find. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Only if free category, bathroom clutter. I'm never gonna look at that pack ever again unless it's free. The sleek bathroom kit, beautiful. Chef's kiss probably is going to be one of my favorite kits of all time, if not like the favorite build kit, sorry. Like the stuff from this pack, you guys, are so freaking beautiful. The olive tree, the toilet, the sink, the bathtub, the shower head that is waterfall, the shower screens, the clutter. Oh my god, it is going to scratch an itch that I've wanted so badly in The Sims 4, because building bathrooms in The Sims 4 are so boring and ugly, but now they can be fun again. Make bathrooms fun again, and they did. Which makes the sleek bathroom kit the only one that I'm dying to get out of all of the build kits that I do not already own. Probably on sale, I have nothing in that category. However, I am on the fence on a couple ones, specifically the little campers. I don't know. Again, you can sense a theme here. I don't really play with kids very often. This kit is specifically tailored for that. I will say it comes with a really cute little like TV screen that is homemade, kind of like the ones from the movie Hangout stuff pack, which is it's probably better than them because it looks very cutesy and handmade. Like this movie screen, the swing set, this play tent. There's a really nice cards table. There's a couple of s'mores decor that would be kind of cute to add. Some lounge chairs, the fire pit. This radio set and also the crafts table is actually so freaking cute. Frick. The more I'm looking at this stuff, I'm like, maybe I should get it. I think I'm bumping this from on the fence to maybe on sale because I really like it actually. So only on sale. There you go. I like talked myself into it. Next on the fence category, I have the storybook nursery, and that one is irrelevant to the fact that it's kid focused, but it's actually more about the aesthetic of it, which I really, if I'm building a nursery, it's usually more cutesy, very like typical, like blue or pink or colorful or all white, you know what I mean? I don't really go for a gothic nursery because I don't have any occults. If I had like vampires or something like that, maybe I would lean into the fantasy a little more, but it's just not something that's on my radar really. So that's why I'm kind of on the fence, is because the stuff is really, really nice. Like the little circus play thing. This one right here, you can't see it because it's all black. Obviously, it's very storybook nursery, like gothic. It's very goth inspired. And I also don't really have an attachment to The Sims 2, which is what that wallpaper is a reference for. So it's not really hitting on my nostalgia nerve. This dollhouse, however, is really cute. It's very reminiscent of the old goth house. I don't know. It's cute. The aesthetic, however, is just not quite for me. I would like it if maybe I have a family that would suit this specific style. It's right now, I don't really lean towards that aesthetic at all. And I don't play with Sims that do lean into it. Again, that's why it's on the fence. It's very cute, but not for me. Only if free, I have the bathroom clutter kit, which we've briefly talked about. With the introduction of the sleek bathroom kit, it marked bathroom clutter kit for me. I honestly, I might even put it in never. There you go. No, no, no. Like if they're giving it out, like I'll snag it. But other than that, I really, no. I'm like making decisions on the spot right now. The next one that I want to put in only if free, it's going to be the basement treasure kit. This one, very, very niche. Very like it serves a specific function. It's to clutter up your basement. Like if you're building a rundown home, it would make sense to place it. I don't tend to do that. Again, with my Kaplan series, I play with fancy rich sims that really wouldn't start from the ground up, you know what I mean? So this specific kit, it's cute. I would get it if it's for free, but I don't think I'll spend $5 on it. I'd rather spend my money on other things, like anything above it, you know what I mean? The other one is actually going to be the Courtyard Oasis kit. I keep wanting to say Country Oasis kit, but it's Courtyard. It is very Marrakesh inspired. A lot of it is so nice, but we just don't have enough build assets in The Sims 4 to make a cohesive build, which makes this kit a little bit kind of useless. Not to mention, we don't really have like a world that would suit it. Oasis Springs is leaning more like deserty, like Palm Springs type of energy and not really like, you know, Morocco. So I definitely would get it if it's for free, but I just don't think that that would make sense for me to spend money on, considering that, you know, it's extremely niche. Like this is the most niche out of like all of the build kits, making it very hard to use in your day-to-day gameplay. So I've put that on pause for sure. And then in the Never category, I have the Bust the Dust kit. Technically, it's marketed as a gameplay kit. I don't want to play with dust in The Sims 4. It just introduces vacuums, and that's pretty much it. Well, that's a lie. Like it introduces the Dust Bunny gameplay thing. I get it. Gameplay pack. I would really love to see gameplay kits in The Sims 4. They could be something. Like if they introduced a pool table build kit or a gameplay kit, I suppose. That one just does not really like roll off my tongue as easily because it's one of a kind. And since it introduces vacuums in The Sims 4, I'm counting it as a build kit. I guess it doesn't even matter because I'm never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. So there you go. That is everything of the Sims 4 kits that I do not own. Let's get into the fun stuff, which are the stuff that I actually do own. All right, now for the fun stuff. Let's talk about caskets and build kits that I actually do own, starting with caskets. I'm actually going to start with D tier all the way to the S tier. And funnily enough, I actually, in terms of caskets, I have nothing in the D tier. I do have a couple in C tier, so let's talk about those. It is going to be the Carnival Streetwear Kit. Not to say that this was a bad one, obviously I didn't put it in D tier on purpose. I just think comparatively to the other kits that I actually do own, this one is not very strong. I wish we have a show all category for caskets, if that makes sense. Like it would list all of the makeup, the accessories, the full body outfit in one. Here's an idea for you, Sims team. But yeah, looking at some of the stuff from the Carnival Streetwear Kit, it's obviously, I remember it being like a Brazilian drag queen inspired pack, which is very actually like, I like the idea of it, but considering it is one of the newer kits that were introduced in The Sims 4. I think the newer ones are a lot better. I think the standout for this pack is definitely that one, this one right here. I think the full body outfits are so freaking cute, actually. This one I use all the time. It's very versatile, especially in the solid colors. It's given very Sulani kind of tropical feel. It can be dressed up. This is very nice. And this is just like wha-bam, like the top is insane with the bow and then the chain. It's insane. It's fun. Whoa, the colors are beautiful. Like I do like it, as I was saying earlier, but when you're comparing it to the newer stuff, that's when, you know, we've got trouble. I don't think it is very niche. If you really like this stuff, you're gonna get a lot of use out of it, but comparatively it's just not hitting, you know. I talked about we don't have a lot of nice shorts. Like this one is actually one of the nicer ones in the plain colors. The pattern ones, however, I don't think I have ever used, if I'm being honest, but the black and white one, I use them all the time. There you go. Carnival Streetwear got a C tier, unfortunately. The next one is going to be the Casanova Cave Kit, which was, funny enough, a mixture between a build kit and a casket. The first one of its kind to introduce both. I definitely am more of a fan of the build stuff in this kit than the cast assets. Obviously, it was very Don Lothario inspired, so let me go ahead and show you the stuff it comes with. Yeah, I'm like, this top in specific, I don't know if they fixed it, but it used to not tuck in, which drove me insane. Let me see, because it tucks with this one. Okay, they did fix it. Oh, thank God. Okay, that looks 10 times better. This is more usable. It used to like layer over your jeans and it would cut off on a really like awkward spot in the middle of his crotch. It wasn't it. But now this is more usable for sure. I think it's more usable than the Carnival streetwear kit, but comparatively you'll get more bang for your buck with the other packs for sure. I actually love the athletic set that is in this one. And then this top are probably my favorite, the standout for sure. So those are the only cast kits that are going to be in the C tier. Moving on to the B tier, I have a total of 2 kits. It is going to be the Symptomates kit, which was partially a collab with MeUndies. Weird enough. Oh my god, there's so many of them. I cannot find it. Where is it? There it is. And also in B tier, I have the modern menswear kit. I think I was hugely disappointed by the Symptomates kit because I thought that I would get a lot more use out of the stuff. I definitely use some of it, but a lot of it I don't use, like this little top and then this one. Calling it a top feels weird. It's a bra. It's what it is. It's meant to be like lingerie. This one is the MeUndies collab. You can see it written on top. I definitely think the full body assets are a lot better than the standard like tops and bottoms. Like, I think I used those. This is actually stunning. I think a lot of this stuff is really nice, but again, when you're just looking at all of them lined up, this one is not going to hold up as nicely because some of the assets that are involved in this one is actually kind of disappointing. I think I have my Sim Icarus only in this collection, funny enough. This asset in specifically is freaking insane. You can see his tattoo up his leg. This is barely covering anything. This is very, all of a sudden this video is 18 plus. So yeah, I like use a lot of this stuff, but you gotta be realistic. I think you'd get a lot more use with some of the other kits that I will rank highly. Now, the other kit that I have in B tier is the modern men's kit. I'm gonna be honest, I only use 2 items in this kit, which is this little polo, which I actually really freaking love. I think this is so nice, very chic, very old money, you know what I mean? And then this little short sleeve zip. It's not even a short sleeve, it's like a shoulder sleeve. I don't know what you call it. A cutoff. I use this all the time. I think this is actually so pretty. I would wear this in real life. I want it. I need it. But the other assets, unfortunately, especially the full body ones, is really giving ugly, if I'm being honest. They took a risk with this one and it shows, and unfortunately it did not pay off. I don't know anyone who uses these stuff, if I'm being honest. I definitely don't use it, and you know, that's okay. That's why it's in B tier and not higher. Moving on to the A tier, I have a total of 4 packs in there actually, and it's going to be the Poolside Splash, the Grunge Revival, Business Chic, and the Secret Sanctuary. I actually really love the Poolside Splash kit. I think it's a lot better than the Symptomates, funny enough, which could be compared. Obviously, one is more focused on lingerie and then the other one is more focused on swimming. This little number actually is hilarious. There's a lot of matching stuff between all the age groups, like the kids get this floaty, and then the men, the adults, the women, everyone gets a floaty. You get a floaty, you get a floaty, and then it comes with like matching swimsuit sets, which I think is really cool. I feel like I only put my Sims in these stuff. Funny enough, there's not just swimming attire. There's also this top that could be used as everyday. And then I don't see this being swimwear too. It's just, you know, it's just a crop top. It also comes with this Speedo that I think is really nice. It has this little shorts as well. It comes with some of my favorite male swim assets too. Like this one is, we don't have anything that is swimwear that is this length that looks this good too. Like, insane. It also has it has this little cutout as well, and then this opened button up that I use literally all the time. So if you are on the fence between the Symptomates kit and the poolside splash, I would definitely recommend the poolside splash over it. Next up was the Grunge Revival kit, which I actually really use all the time. This was a sleeper hit. When I first heard about it, I was like, I don't know, like it's not a style that I would typically go for. But when I saw the actual assets, I was like, I cannot pass this up. Like this little two-toned fleece, or not fleece, flannel button up is actually stunning. This hoodie, oversized, it's like the perfect hoodie in the game. It comes in tie-dye, it comes in more of a cool little design. It's sweet. This is a really cool kit that I use all the time, surprisingly. And it also has a really nice full body outfit as well. This one with the little backpack, so cute. I use this number all the time too. And it also has really strong male assets as well. Granted, they're the same as the female assets, but I think they nailed this. This is so cool. I use this stuff all the time. If you're watching my Tiny Town series, my Sim Max is decked out in Grunge Revival. I'm like seeing this stuff again. I'm like, wow, this kit is so cool. I love this one. Definitely a lot better than the Goth Galore. Like if you're looking for the Gothic style, this definitely scratches the itch in a more of a like realistic way. The Goth Galore one is so exaggerated. It's a little more cartoonish. It's over the top for sure. The next one on my list was actually the business chic kit. I will say this one was a little bit of a disappointment because I was really excited when I first heard about it. However, there are definitely some assets that I think are not very usable, like this number. This one is really cool, but I just don't have any Sims that could rock this. Like, this is so futuristic. This serves a specific function, which I don't know if I have anyone that this would work on, if I'm being honest. But the other stuff, however, are like really cool. Some of my favorite stuff, like this little number right here. This, I cannot wait to use this. I bought this specifically for Isabel, if I'm being honest, which is my sim here. She's the matriarch of my Kaplan series. Love her, my favorite sim of all time, and she looks so freaking good in it. The shoes in this pack too are chef's kiss. They are so cool. Look at this. We don't have anything like this. This was a collaborative CC kit as well, and shoes are lacking in The Sims 4, and the CC creators know that. So they definitely came correct with the shoes. For sure. The biggest disappointment of this one was the male assets, I'm not gonna lie. Like this little button up, I feel like we have enough button ups in this game. And I don't know, something about this is off. I think I do like it better than this though, the full suit. The colors are not speaking to me. The tie is kind of weird and the fit of it is off. But it does come with a really nice turtleneck for the men's assets and also this little number, which I think would look so good. Like if you're on a vacation to Solani or like something. This feels like a vacation top with this pattern. I do enjoy this little number. The pants are alright. I don't think there's anything to write home about. When it comes for the business chic kit pants, there's a lot of words happening. I feel like we have enough khaki pants and stuff like that, you know? And the shoes, these feel very similar to a base game pair and also my wedding stories. So overall, this has a lot of nice assets. Obviously, I like it. It's an A tier. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. However, I feel like some of it is very substitutable. Oh my god, this word is so hard to say. And some of it is just a little teeny weeny bit hard to use. Like this. I want to use this so bad, but in like what context? You know what I mean? This looks like the secretary of a very futuristic looking like company or something. I don't know. The last kit in A tier, I have the Secret Sanctuary cast kit, which is actually one of my favorites, hands down. I feel weird about placing it higher than a CC kit, which is very similar in style. This was all made by EA, and I think they freaking nailed it. Like, this is stunning. The three tops in here I would use all the time, and I don't have a single miss, not a single item in this kit I'm like on the fence about or I don't like. All of it is 10 out of 10. This is a really strong casket, and I'm gonna use this stuff all the freaking time. I love it. Which leaves the S tier for me. There's a total of 2 caskets, and without a doubt, those caskets are 10 out of 10. The best caskets that are ever in this game. It is going to be the Incheon Arrival and then the Moonlight Chic kit, which I feel like is not really talked about. And looking at the Secret Sanctuary, I think I'm gonna bump this over to S tier as well. Looking at it again, I'm like, this is stunning. The Incheon Arrival stuff are so pretty. It was a Korean airport fashion inspired, which was when it first came out, it sent me down a spiral just looking up videos of people wearing this in Korea. It was breathtaking. I definitely use this stuff all the time. It's one of the better executed kits. Like, every single thing on this kit is just not breathtaking. No notes, literally no freaking notes. And it also introduced the sock heels, the little Balenciaga looking ones. So cool. The men were also catered to when it came to this kit. Like, this is so freaking cool. I think it's also usable not in the context of, having a Korean stem. I mean, that was the hang up when it came to the fashion wear street kit, which was very Indian inspired. This doesn't feel only catered to Korean Sims, if that makes sense. This little pant I use all the time. Every single item on this list I use to death. Like, it's crazy. And it comes with some of my favorite shoes. This little sneaker number. Oh, I love this kit. Oh my god, this kit is breathtaking. Sorry if this video is all over the place. I love casts so much, and this stuff really gets me excited. This is the Moonlight Chic kit, which is hands down my favorite caskets ever. Everything is just so well made. It is beautiful. The detail, the textures, the colors, the aesthetics, I'm blown away. I think this is by far the top 3 that I talked about: the Secret Sanctuary, Incheon Arrival, Moonlight Chic. You need those in your game. 100%. Look at this fucking dress. I'm sorry to cuss. This is how you know that I'm like getting riled up. I can't remember if it came with any shoes. Oh, yes, it did. It came with my favorite shoes. These ones, the little Jordan-looking shoes. I literally put the white ones on all of my Sims. They always have these shoes on. The cool thing about the Incheon Arrival and the Moonlight Chic kit is that it caters to both genders. Both genders are fed. It comes with a really cool stuff for both. And it's all things that I use all the time. I don't think I've ever used this on a masculine framed sim before, but I guess I'm not opposed to it. These shorts are also really nice. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm actually going to put Secret Sanctuary back to A tier, and it's because it doesn't come with any male assets, which is fine. I just think, like, looking at the Moonlight Chic kit and the Incheon Arrivals, they both have killer stuff for both genders, which makes it S tier for sure. Obviously, it was a Bella Goth inspired kit. It doesn't need any male assets. It's gonna go back down to A. It's still a good one, but Alright, this video is taking long enough. I'm gonna speed through the build kits that I actually do own, starting with my least favorite. It is going to be the Country Kitchen cast assets, and I'm actually gonna put this in D. Did I say cast assets? Build assets, sorry. I was so excited to buy this originally because we need more kitchen stuff, but the breakdown was really weird. The counters don't really connect well enough. Also, the upper cabinets kits are janky. The only thing that I really like with that kit is actually going to be the decor stuff. But other than that, I was actually really disappointed in this one. If I could turn back time, I wouldn't buy this kit. The next kit is going to be the Party Essentials kit in D tier. I am not gonna lie, I use 3 objects from this kit and 3 objects only. It is going to be the record player, the bar, and also the disco ball. I think is actually really cool. It has a nice TV and really cool like LED lighting and furniture that would be cool for your teen sims, but a lot of the other stuff like the party decor with the glitter and the creepy paper that was in the shadows reference, I don't know, like a lot of the decoration stuff is just not it for me, so it gets a D tier for sure. Next, we're gonna talk about the C tier. I'm gonna put decor to the max. I actually do use some of the stuff in this kit. Obviously, I use at least one thing out of everything. I do think that the Core to the Max is very niche again. It's about maximalist style, which it can be cool if used correctly. The wallpapers I really love, and then I like the couch sets also is nice. But other than that, the Core to the Max, I'll take it or leave it. Definitely better than the other 2 that I just talked about, but I at least don't regret buying it. Then we've got the Castle Estate kit. And if you want to talk about niche, like this one is niche. Very, very niche. It's all about building castles, and how often are you really doing that in The Sims 4? Not very. The stuff that it comes with is really nice, and for what it is, it's pretty and it's useful, but you're not going to get the most bang out of your buck when it comes to the Castle Estate kit. And then also in C tier, I have the Blooming Rooms one. I use some of the plants to death, but the other stuff I find to be really hard to use, like the planned side table and the console table. It's not a console table, it's like an end table type of thing that is filled with plants. Some of the stuff in it is just a lot, and therefore I don't tend to use very much. Next, I'm gonna put in C tier, I have the Industrial Loft Kit. Industrial style is actually one of my favorite styles of all time. The bed is really nice. The couch set, the leather couch set is breathtaking. If you're a fan of industrial style, you'll actually really like this one. But if you don't tend to go there very often, that's going to be a hard kit to use or incorporate in your day-to-day play style. But because I actually do like industrial style, I'll put it in B. If you don't like industrial style, that would lean more to the D and C territory for sure. And then I know that the Casanova Cave kit, the cast stuff from it I don't like, but the build stuff is actually really cool. I would put the build stuff in B tier and then the cast stuff in C, which is really hard to try and place this anywhere. So I'm gonna put the Casanova Cave kit in B tier, but at the end of B tier, if that makes sense. Next in B tier, I'm gonna put the Pastel Pop kit, and in this one, I feel like a lot of the ones that are in B tier are a little bit more on the harder to use scale. I think a lot of it is very cutesy, really kind of like fun for decorating teenage spaces, but in terms of usability, I don't know if you can get a lot of use out of this kit specifically. I do think, however, a lot of it is very, very pretty. It's cute. And the assets that comes with that kit is really well made. So I will give it props for that. That's why it's B, middle of the road. I think it's really cool. In the spaces that you use those objects in, it will make it. But again, in terms of usability, not very strong. The next one in B tier, I actually have the Riviera Retreat kit. And this one I actually really like to use to decorate backyard spaces. I think a lot of the stuff is very style focused, if that makes sense. Like the stuff that are in this kit are specifically made for a certain type of style. And when you try to use it in other contexts, you might not find success. But the stuff in this kit are really cool, are really nice. I love the curtains, I love the lounges, I love the table, the chairs, the little towel holder, the fire pit, the pergola, the flooring, pool trims. A lot of the stuff is really nice. But again, you're not going to use it in your every build, you know what I mean? Moving on to our A tier, those are going to be kits that I think are a lot more versatile. You can use them in a lot more different contexts. It would fit in any style of build, starting with the Comfy Gamer Kit, which was a collaboration with Lil Simsy, shout out. I do find myself using a lot of the clutter objects in this kit. It's also a love letter to the Sim players who, grew up playing The Sims 1 to the medieval of it all in all of those extra little franchises. I definitely was not in that category. I played The Sims 2 and 3, but not as much as I played The Sims 4. Like, The Sims 4 is really my bread and butter. It's really what got me into The Sims. Not to say that I don't like this. Obviously, I ranked it an A, so I really do like it, but I'm talking about the nostalgia factor of this kit does not really affect me. I still, however, do use a lot of the stuff all the time. Funny enough, the Secret Sanctuary is next in terms of the build and buy. I'm gonna put it behind A tier, exactly where it is. I think that's the perfect spot. I think I do prefer the cast assets over the build and buy. However, I think it's still solid in both of the aspects. The little bookshelf secret door is so fun. I don't know. I think it's a really fun kit to add to your game for sure. Next in A tier, I'm gonna put the Cozy Bistro kit, which is actually such a sleeper hit for me. I did not expect to love this kit as much as I do. I love the bar that it comes with, the back bar as well. It comes with really nice tiles, the coffee machine, the artwork. I am really in love with this kit. The wallpaper, as I use that all the time. I think it's such a classic wallpaper that I put in all of my mansions. It's so pretty. I love this kit. You're not going to go wrong with the Cozy Bistro. You can build a lot fancier, cafes, lounges, and community lots in general. I think it does add a lot of value to your gameplay. Not to mention the doors and windows, that little front shop thing. Oh, I love this kit. So cool, so pretty. If you're a builder, you're gonna love that one. And then we have the Greenhouse Haven kit, which is actually, if you're on the fence, like if you're looking for a planty kit and you're on the fence between the Blooming Rooms kit and then the Greenhouse Haven kit, I would go for the Greenhouse Haven kit. I think that one you're gonna get a lot more use out of it. It's very focused on growing plants, so it has like the tester tubes or the little small pots that you're growing plants out of. It makes decorating your greenhouses 10 times better. I think it's such a solid pack. And then the last one in A tier, I have the Everyday Clutter Kit. You cannot go wrong with this one. I think this one is a favorite amongst many of you. So to no one's surprise, I'm putting this in A tier. I use this in every build ever. Point blank period. Like, it's such a versatile kit. You can put it in your kitchens, your bedrooms, your lounges, even your bathrooms, your entryways. It fits everywhere. Your gyms. It's such a versatile kit. Because it's very focused on cluttering your homes, you can really put the stuff in any of your rooms and it will work. So that leaves us with the S tier category. I have a total of 6 build kits. Starting with number 6, I'm gonna put the Desert Luxe kit, which is actually, funny enough, this was a free kit when it first came out. If this was not free, I would have definitely bought it with my own money. The stuff that it comes with is just to die for. I know it's marketed as like a deserty type of, backyard filler furniture. I find myself putting it in every backyard ever, and I think it works seamlessly. It has a really nice fireplace, an outdoor fireplace, the lounges, the bar, the grill. I love this kit. It is one of my favorites, hands down. The curtains, not to mention, with the little like modular curtains and the rod in the middle. The best curtain that ever comes in this Sims 4. For sure, is in Desert Luxe. Next, we have the Modern Luxe kit, which I think is very self-explanatory. It definitely leans a little bit more modern, so you will struggle if you want to put it in your more traditional homes, but I do think that some of the stuff could work, like the framed TV, which was the first to ever be introduced in The Sims 4. along with a record player. It comes with just a blank decorative pillow. This kit has really been a trendsetter in that terms because it's definitely introduced items in The Sims 4 that we haven't seen previously. And it also has modular curtains, so that is a plus for sure. Very nice kit. 100%, you will not go wrong if you buy it. And then I have the Book Nook kit, which is actually another sleeper hit. I did not think that I would enjoy this as much as I do. The coffee table, side table, modular shelf, even the couch set is so cozy looking and pretty. And the clutter items are a classic, making this a very high S tier kit on my list. That leaves my top three. I guess it doesn't really matter because I have 6 in that category. However, the top three still pretty impressive. Starting with the refined living room. My god, this kit was such a hit. I knew from the moment they were teasing it that I needed it in my game, and to no one's surprise, I bought it. I haven't really built with it as much as I wanted to because I haven't been building modern houses. I think this kit, when it comes to my Kaplan series, I'm gonna use this stuff to death, and I cannot wait to make a proper build. The refined living room and the sleek bathroom kit, those two are going to be an instant classic in my game. A hundo P. Next, it's going to be the Cozy Kitsch kit, which is actually, oh my god, this one, I'm smiling just thinking about the couch set and the bookshelves and the rug, the apple bowl, the artwork, the fake fireplace is definitely one of the most cohesive kits out there in terms of color schemes. Everything matches. I really love the color palette also in this kit, with the salmon pink, the light blues, the oranges, the yellows. It's so pretty. So pretty. You need this kit if you haven't bought it yet. The best couch set in this game is in Cozy Kitsch. If you need curtains, get Desert Luxe. If you need couches, get Cozy Kitsch. There you go. You're set. With my top 6 kits, and also the caskets, you're gonna be set. Those are the only ones that I would consider buying. Like, you need those for sure. Leaving my number one pick in terms of kits, it is going to be the Artist Studio. And this one was such a beautiful build kit. A lot of the decorative stuff is so nice. Hands down, this one is actually one of the most well-made kits. The objects in this kit are so fucking pretty, with the easel, even the woodworking table. It has a lot of like decorative, heavy, like big furniture sets that will fill out a room, and it would make sense. It would be good in your garages, your artist studios, your backyards, even in your greenhouses. You're not necessarily confined in an artist studio type of feel for that kit. Add the bathroom sleek kit, and then this is all that you need right here. Here, I'll do it for you actually. Sleek bathroom. Take a screenshot. Go ahead, do yourself a huge favor and buy all of these. I mean, it is $45 worth, which is insane. But if you're gonna buy kits, those are the ones to buy, in my opinion. I would think really hard about everything I put the B tier, C tier, and D tier. Obviously, those are very subjective. The ones that you're gonna love are not necessarily the ones that I put higher. Those are, in my opinion, are some of the well-made stuff, the most cohesive, the prettiest, the things that you're going to get the most bang out of your buck are in the S tier and then the A tier. So there you have it, my final ranking of every single kit in The Sims 4. There's 42 of them. Again, $210 worth. So you gotta spend your money carefully. Use this as a guide. Those are just what I like to build with and play with. They add so much to my personal gameplay. I love each and every one of them that I put in S tier. The ones below them, think really hard about them. And if you have any conflicting feelings about anything I've said in this video, go ahead, chime in the comments, or if you agree with me also, that would be nice. Just do it in a very respectful manner. Obviously, this is just my opinion. It's not the end-all be-all. If you like a kit that I ranked very low, I'm sorry. It's just my opinion. You know what I mean? We all have different tastes. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you are interested in anything that I've mentioned on this channel, whether it's the Kaplan series, the Tiny Town series, go ahead and check the description below. I will have those linked in there for you. It is the time to wrap up this video. Bye.